Hi, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Johnny, and welcome to Table Talk.
This is a place for real issues, real talk, in a way where whether you're positive or negative, anyone can relate.
We invite you to come on this journey with us. Why?
Because
We're in this together.
Welcome to this edition of Table Talk. We want to talk about common myths about HIV and or AIDS. You know, in this line of work, in our advocacy, we always hear things in social media, in print magazines, of people asking the questions, is HIV still a thing? As long as we are still transmitting and contracting HIV, yes, HIV is still a thing. What are some questions, that you would have that you kind of hear people talking and asking you about HIV?
Well, it's not really a lot of questions. A lot of people just don't have the knowledge about the disease that they should have. A lot of people still think it's a disease that you can catch by hugging someone, kissing someone, and so it's a lot of ignorance. So there's a lot of space for education when it comes to what HIV is and what it isn't. But I think the biggest thing that we fight for is for people to understand that there is still a quality of life that can be lived even with the disease. That's the biggest thing for me. There is a quality of life. It's not over. The end is not the end. Now, that's not everybody's story,
right?
But it doesn't have to be everybody's story. If you're in good care, if you take care of yourself. When we got together, you were very upfront with me about what you had, what it was, and what it was not. You were very forthcoming with paperwork. You showed me the numbers. You made me feel comfortable. I'm comfortable in this seat with you because you made me that way. And a lot of people have to take responsibility that if you don't make the other person, your partner, the person that you're potentially looking to be with comfortable, then it's not their fault if they're not comfortable.
It's not whose fault?
It's not
the other
person's fault
Gotcha.
if they're not comfortable. So I think that, education is still very key because people they really just don't know what it is and what it is not.
And I think that although, we have made strides, huge strides in the fight to treat HIV, because there still is no cure as of right now. But being someone who is HIV positive myself, although those treatments are available and medication is there and the science supports it, I still wouldn't wish this on anyone. This is still an everyday thing that you still have to manage. Even though life is still going on, even though family is still happening, work is still happening, businesses, education, like the hustle and bustle of the day is still happening. And there are many times that I would forget until it's time for me to take that dose, which I'm grateful to have a partner that constantly reminds me around the time that, hey, he hears that alarm that I set to ensure that I adhere to the medications that I'm on. But again, although we've made those strides, if you don't have to have HIV, don't.
Right. But I think it's about education too. And a lot of people, another big question that's going on right now is, people that are HIV positive. And a lot of times, a lot of radio shows are covering this story with women that say, well, I'm HIV positive, and the male still wanted to have unprotected sex with me. It was like he didn't care. And people are shocked by these, I guess, findings or these studies. And it really, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I think that when it comes to sexual health, us as a people are not always taking care of ourselves the way we should. And what I mean by that is there's not just HIV. There's chlamydia, there's gonorrhea, there's syphilis, there's all of these other STDs. There's a recent story right now about Usher. And the fact that he gave someone herpes, and
and it's had it for the last 8 years.
But my issue reportedly and allegedly. But my issue with that is this has been going on time and time again. Why do we have to glorify and celebrate this incident because it's a celebrity?
Right.
And it's just like I understand it and I get it, but the thing that's very unfortunate is, unfortunately, we live in a very social media driven age, and people are poking fun of it, and they have all types of things. But this is his life.
Yes.
This is someone else's life.
Right.
And with any sexually transmitted disease, if you're not doing your part, you can be your own worst enemy with
Right.
it. So that's just, again, that's my take.
Right.
But I think that as a people, we have to do better taking care of ourselves with sexual health.
Yes, and I think it is just that. Do your part. If you are the infected person, do your part to do whatever it takes to ensure that you are not transmitting that to someone else.
Right.
And it is up to you. It's up to you. I can't say that any clearer than that.
Right. If you're not infected, you need to do what you need to do to stay not infected. And I mean, that doesn't mean we're living proof. You can have HIV, not HIV, and no HIV, and you
Still
can
have
still
a
have
healthy-
a healthy relationship.
Yes.
It doesn't get in the way of our relationship. We're just aware of what's going on. And I think that's just it. Be aware, because you don't know what can happen. You don't know what's lying dormant in somebody that you're thinking about being in a relationship with. So it's just best to do your part and stay healthy. It's health.
Hopefully we have dispelled some of the myths. Again, HIV cannot be contracted through hugging, through drinking after someone, through kissing.
Right.
Those are the things. You can't get HIV that way.
Right.
It has to be transmitted through sexual contact, mother's breast milk, intravenous use of needles. Those are the ways, the common ways that HIV can be transmitted to another person.
Right.
So if you are having natural sex, yes, there's some more that I would love to cover during this session, but I think our time is up. Thank you so much to our media partner, Pause.com, for allowing us this space, and we will see you soon. I'm David,
I'm Johnny.
and we'll see you again right here at the table.
See ya.